Shabbat Shalom, ladies and gentlemen, and warm welcome to members and guests. We begin our service with Birkot haShachar, page 148. Please rise.
ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם אשר נתן לשכל ובינה להבחין בין יום ובין לילה.
אמן.
ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם שעשני בצלמו.
אמן.
ברוך אתה אדוני מלך העולם שעשני בן חורין.
אמן.
ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם שעשני ישראל.
אמן.
ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם פוקח עיוורים.
אמן.
ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם מלביש ערומים.
אמן.
ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם מתיר אסורים.
אמן.
ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם זוקף כפופים.
אמן.
ברוך אתה אדוני מלך העולם רוקע ארץ על המים.
אמן.
ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם שעשה לי כל צורכי.
אמן.
ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם אשר הכי מצעדי גבר.
אמן.
ברוך אתה אדוני מלך העולם עוזר ישראל בגבורה.
אמן.
ברוך אתה אדוני מלך העולם עוטר ישראל בתפארה.
אמן.
ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם הנותן ליעף כוח.
Amen. We continue on page 152. You may be seated.
אשרינו מה טוב קיינו, מה נעים גורלנו, מה יפה ירושתנו, אשרינו שאנחנו משכימים מעריבים ערב הבוקר ואומרים פעמיים בכל יום, שמע ישראל אדוני אלוהינו אדוני אחד. קדש את שמך, על מקדיש את שמך וקדש את שמך בעולמך, ובשעותך תריב ותגביה קרננו, ברוך אתה אדוני, וקדש את שמך ברבים.
Page 158.
רבי ישמעאל אומר ב13 מידות התורה נדרשת מקל וחומר ומגזרה שווה. וכן שני כתובים המכחישים זה את זה שיבוא כתוב השלישי ויחיה ביניהם יהי רצון מלפניך אדוני אלוהינו ולא אבותינו שיבנה בית המקדש במהרה בימינו ותן חלקנו בתורתך ושם נעבדך בעירה כי מעולם מוכשנים קדמוניות.
Mourners, please rise for the Kaddish de Rabbanan, page 160.
יתקדל ויתקדש שמי רבה.
Amen.
בעלמא דברה חירותי וימליך מלכותי בחייכון וביומכון ובחיי דכל בית ישראל בעגלה ובזמן קריב ואמרו אמן.
Amen. יהי שמי רבא מבורך לעולם ולעולמי עלמיה.
יהי שמי רבא מבורך לעולם ולעולמי עלמיה, יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי לקודשה בריחו. אלא מכל ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה אדם אירן בעולמה ואמרו אמן.
Amen.
על ישראל ועל רבנן ועל תלמידיהם ועל כל תלמידי תלמידיהם ועל כל מן דעסקין באורייתא די ואתרא הדין ודי וכל אתר ואתר יהא להון ולכון שלמה רבה חינה וחיסטה ולחמין וחיים אריכין ומזוני רוויחי ופורקנה מן קדם אבון דבשמיא ואירא ואמרו אמן.
Amen.
יהי שלמה רבה מן שמיא וחיים טובים עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמן.
Amen.
עושה שלום במרומיו ורחמיו יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמן.
Amen. We continue on page 174.
היום יום שבת קודש שבו היו הלוויים מורמים בבית המקדש, מזמור שיר ליום השבת. צדיק את אמר יפרח, כי ארץ בלבנון יזכה, שתולים בבית אדוני בחצרות אלוהינו יפריחו, עוד ינובון בשיבה דשנים ורעננים יהיו, להגיד כי ישר אדוני, צורי ולא הבלעת בו.
Page 184.
מזמור שיר חנוכת הבית לדוד, רוממך אדוני כי דליתני ולא שמחת אויבי לי. הפכת מספדי למחולי, פיתחת שקי ותעזרני שמחה, למען יזמרך כבוד ולא ידום אדוני אלוהי, לעולם אודקה.
Mourners, please remain standing for the Kaddish Yatom, page 186.
יתקדל ויתקדש שמי רבה.
Amen.
עולמה דברה חירותי וימליך מלכותי בחייכון וביומכון ובחיי דכל בית ישראל בעגלה ובזמן קריב ואמרו אמן.
Amen. יהי שמי רבא
יהי שמי רבא מבורך לעולם ולעולמי עלמיה, יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי לקודשה בריחו לעילה מכל ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה, תאמירן בעלמה ואמרו, אמן.
Amen.
יהי שלמה רבה מן שמיה, וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ואמרו, אמן.
Amen.
עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ואמרו, אמן.
Amen.
Rabbi, just a question, since our cantor is sponsoring the service today, would he like to take over for Shacharit, or do you want me to continue?
I'm sure he would love to take over the Shacharit. See, Cantor David, sold without your knowledge. Yashar Koach Rafi.
My pleasure.
We continue on page 234. You may be seated.
Just one sec.
Take two, Cantor David. Whenever you're sponsoring the Kiddush, you're entitled.
Oh, okay, thank you. Shochein ad marom v'kadosh shemo b'fisharim dit halal v'nim v'nei tzadikim titbarach ובשן חסידים תתרומם, ובקרב קדושים תתקדש, ובמגלות במבודם בית ישראל. להודות להלל לשמח, לפועל לרומם, להדר לברך להלל לקלס, על כל דברי שירות ותשבחות, David ben Ishai of the Chamashichecha.
Please rise.
Yishtabashim kalu ad malkeinu. Brachot ve'odot me'atav yad olam baruch atah Adonai. El melech adon v'tishbachot, el adon adon niflot, aboker v'shirei zimero melech el, hey ha'elamim. Yitkara v'yitkara shemei Rabba.
Amen.
Yoderachetem limachotem, b'chayechon v'yom echon, ובחיי לכל בית ישראל, בגלו בזמן גורי וימרו, אמן. יהי שמי רבא מבורך, לעולם לעולמי עלמיה, יתברך וישתבח, ויתפאר וירמה ונעשה, ויתהדר ויתעלה, ויתעלה שמי קדושה בריחו. Li'elam megabarata v'shirata tishbachata v'nechmata Damiram be'amam v'imru amen Baruch hu
Baruch Adonai Mavarach La'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Mavarach La'olam.
You may be seated.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam yotzer or v'rechoshech oseh shalom uvarei et hakol.
We continue on page 242.
Hakoyduch v'kosher v'chucha. Ekek karnai levelam azeh v'yenzu l'cham akin l'kelam haba Efes melech aleinu limad HaMashiach v'yendu melech HaMashiachenu l'tchiyat hametim.
Page 244.
El Adon kol ha'masim Baruch ha'mevarach b'fi kol neshama God love it to Vamaleolam, das is Vunas of Vimato, Amiskoel, Walchayos HaKodesh, Enedar Bechavod, Alamekava, Skudu Mishar, Lifnechiso, Chesed Verachamim, Livnechivahodo, Tovi Mioro, Shavado, Tzaram Bedar Bevina Uvaskel Kaya Kogvura Nasan Bahem Lios Moshlim Bekerev Tevel Meleim Ziv Mafikim Enaga Noel Zivam Bechol Olam Smekim Etzeisam Vesasim Bevoam Osim B'yei Maretzon Kohonam B'yer V'chavod Nosim Lishmot Salaverin Ale Zecher Machuto Hara Lashemesh V'yizrachot Raveis Kein Tzura Salvana Shevach Notnim Lo Kol Tzva Marom Tiferet Ugedula Seraphim V'Yofanim V'Chayos HaKodesh La'el HaSheshbim L'Masim.
We continue on page 246, then 250.
Tibarat Sarein Amakim V'Lebrek Rashim. Megulamot Kimabia, Megdushav Torah, Bishirav Zimara, Umabarakim, Umashabakim, Umafarim, Umahaitzim, Umaktishim, Umamlekim, Et Shem Oel Melech Hagadol, Egbavanara, Kadoshu, Megulamagavlim Aliyam, Olmachut, Shamaim Zemi, Zevnanim Shud Zelazeh, Lakdishot Samanachad Ruach, V'Sofer V'Venima, V'Dusha Kulam Ki Echad, Onim V'Yomerim Be'ira, Kadosh, 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 Adonai Tzavot, Melech Haaretz Kevado. V'Yovenim V'Chayre Kodesh, V'Rosh Gadol, Mit Nasim Levat Serafim, Yomata Meshabakim V'Yomerim Baruch Adonai Mivgamo Velbrach Moiteinu. Or Kadosh Otzion Tayim Yizkech Ulan Reliot Obaru Adonai Yotzer Hamiyot.
Amen. Page 254.
V'avienu l'shalom ebagan potares v'lecheinu k'mivli yotzeinu ki el p'el yishwarato v'anu v'charto v'kalam v'lashon v'keraf tanu l'shimcha gadol selo b'yamel le'odol lechol yechav b'yava baruch atah Adonai haboker b'yama Yisrael b'yava.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad Adonai haShachar Bechol levacha Ubechol nefshecha Ubechol me'odecha Ve'hayu havarim ha'ele asher Anohem eshecha hayam avevavecha Vashimetam mevayacha V'tibarat habam V'shivtecha uletecha V'derech ulechochecha ulechamecha V'shatam eod oyetecha V'yitatafa b'neinechatam Amen Yishabetecha U'visharecha
V'aya.
Page 250 and 252.
Let's see.
We continue on page 254.
Amen. Shacharit and Ilaheinu, Velahevatenu, Malkeinu, Melagavatenu, Goelenu, Goelavatenu, Katrina Tushatenu, Podenu, Umatsilenu, Melam Shemecha, Enalim Zulatecha, Zulavatenu.
Page 266.
Tila Lelian Baruch HaMavarach Moshe V'nei Yisrael Lachanu Shira B'simcha Rabba V'Amru Kulam Mi Chamoicha Bo'elim Adonai Mi Chamoicha Nedar V'Kodesh Naharati Lod O Sefer Shira Chadasha Shivachu Gegulim L'Shimcha Svat Hayam Yachad Kulam Chodivim Lechaviyam Nedru Adonai Imlach Le'olam V'Hoed.
Please rise.
To Yisrael Koma Be'ezrat Yisrael Uvtechenu Mecha Yehuda V'Yisrael Go Aleinu Adonai Tzvot Shema Kedosh Yisrael Baruch Atah Adonai.
We begin the Amidah together on page 270, then concluded silently after the Kiddushah.
Baruch Atah Adonai, Eloheinu v'lei avoteinu, Elohei Avraham v'lei Yitzhak v'lei Yaakov, Oel Hagadol Hagibban Avraham Elyon, Gomer Chasadim Tovim v'koinei Yaakov v'zocher chasdei Avot, Umevii goel bnei bneihem leman shmo b'yav HaMelech ozer u'Moshiach u'Magen. Baruch atah Adonai Magen Avraham. Atah gibor olam Adonai mechayim itim atah Rab lehoshia. Mechalkel chayim bechesed, mechayim meitim berachamim rabim. Somech noflim berofei cholim, umatir asurim, umekayim emunato, lishenei afar, michamocha b'gevurot, umida melach, melech meimid umechayek, umatzmiach Yeshua, v'ne'eman atalach yod meitim, baruch atah Adonai, mechayei hameitim. Negadesheni Ravolam, Kishem Shemakdishim Ato, Bishmei Marom, Kagatuv Yad Neviyecha, V'garazeh Zeh V'yamar, Kadosh, 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 Adonai Zebahot, Melech Haaretz Kevodo. Mashmim kol minasim latzerafim Yomadam Baruch Yomeru Baruch Adonai Mim Gamo ממקום חמקנו תופיע ותמלך עלינו כי מחכים אנחנו לך מתי תמלך בציון בקהרה בימינו לעולם בעת תשכון תיסגד וזיסגד ודש בסוף ירושלים איכה לדור ודור נצח נצחים מעינינו תראינו מחוצך כדבר האמור בשירי יוזך עיני דוד Mashiach Sidgecha, Yimlach Adonai Le'olam, Eloi Yisiyah Ledor Vador, Ledor Vador, Hallelujah. Ledor Vador Negelech Adonai Tzach Netzachim, Tushecha Nagdish, V'shivach Laheinu Mepino Le'moshlam Boed, يا ملك الأبقرشات بروخ أدوناي
Amen. We continue silently, page 274 throughout 282. Readers Kaddish Shalem, page 322.
יתגדל בגשמי רבה, ביום דברי חירותי ולמחדי וחייכון ובמכון ובחר בית ישראל בעגלה בזמן קריבים אדו.
Amen.
ישמי רבה מבורך, לעולם לעולמי עלמיה, יתבורך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתאמר וינשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתעלה לקודשה.
Rihu.
לעילם מכל ברכתה ושירתה תשבחתה ונחמתה דמירון בעמו וימרו.
Amen.
תתקבל צלותון בדהון חויסו קדם ובנדשמיה וימרו.
Amen.
יש למרו ושמיה וחיים עלינו בכל ישראל וימרו.
Amen.
עושה שלום רמה ויעשה שלום עלינו בכל ישראל וימרו. Amen.
We continue with the Torah service. You will find the service for the opening of the ark at top of page 326.
אין kamocha v'lim Adonai v'yegem asecha malchutcha machur kol ha'olamim v'shaltacha v'ador v'ador Adonai melech Adonai malach Adonai imlach le'olam va'ed Adonai azle amoitein Adonai yivarech el amo b'shalom Av harachamim heitiv avitzaycha et Zion Tivnech amad Yerushalayim Ki v'chol levad bataknu Melech Avraham v'Nisa Adon Olamim Vayehi v'Zaharon vayomer Moshe Adonai v'yachotzai v'cha v'yanusu misanecha mipanecha Ki mitzion tetzei Torah Ki mitzion tetzei Torah Udevar Adonai miYerushalayim Baruch Shenatan Torah Torah Baruch Shenatan Torah Torah Le'amo Yisrael B'kedushato Baruch Shemei
Page 330.
Mei be'anaraketz Velishme Kadisha Kadisha Yakira Anai Martush Mechan Be'anaraketz Be'anaraketz Velishme Kadisha Kadisha Yakira Anai Martush Mechan Yehi Rava Kadama Ditiv Tachli Bai B'Oiraita V'Tashlin Mishalin Deli Bai V'Li Barech Olamak Yisrael L'Tav L'Chayin V'Li Shlam Amen.
We continue on page 334.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad.
Echad Eloheinu Gadol Adoneinu Kadosh Shemo
Echad Eloheinu Gadol Adonai Kadosh Shemo.
God Adonai Tiunarama Shema Yachadav L'cha Adonai Hagedullah Ve'Hagevura Ve'Atiferet Ve'Hanetzav Ve'Ahod Ki Cha B'Shamayim U'Ba'aretz L'cha Adonai Amamlecha Ve'aminaseh L'chol Erosh Ramamu Ramamu Adonai Eloheinu Ve'Yisachavu L'Adam Raglav Kadoshu Ramamu Ramamu Adonai Eloheinu וישתחוו להר קודשו. כי קדוש אדוני אלוהינו. Lai 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 la 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 lai la lai la lai lai la 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 lai lai la lai 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 la 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 lai lai la 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 lai 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 la 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 lai 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 la 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 lai lai la 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 lai la lai la 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 lai la 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 lai la la lai La 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 la.
Yashar Koach, Cantor David. By the way, I noticed you always tend to sing lie, lie. Never heard you sing truth, truth. Can you do that for the next Torah service?
Truth, 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 truth.
I thought it was Laila, Laila, Laila for night. You should say Boker, Boker.
Right. It may have been. So we welcome back to our Lodzer virtual bima, our Gabaim, Rafi and Arnie. Arnold, can you hear us?
Yes.
Good Shabbos. And of course, our Torah reader, Balat Kriya, Arlene Moshe. Arlene?
Good Shabbos.
Shabbos.
Good Shabbos.
Put a smile on the whole
Very
screen,
well.
Arlene.
Rafi, if you'd care to announce the pages and
Of course,
pick her up.
of course. We're starting on page 586, chapter 4, verse 21 to verse 24. ויעזור ויגן ויושיע לכל החוסים בו ונאמר אמן, הכל הבו גודל אלוהינו ותנו קבלות תורה, רב כהן, משה זאב ובן אפרים צבי הכהן, ברוך שנתן תורה לעמו ישראל בקדושתו, ואתם הדבקים באדוני אלוהיכם, חיים כולכם היום.
Mary, is your microphone on?
Yes. Baruch Hu es Adonai Amvoirach.
Baruch Adonai Baruch L'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Baruch L'olam Va'ed. Baruch Ato Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bochar banu mikol ha'amim v'nosan lanu es Torah. Baruch Ato Adonai nosein ha'Torah.
Amen.
Amen. Vaydaber Adonai al Moshe lo'emor. Naso et rosh b'nei Gershon gam hem levet avotam lemishpachotam miben 30 shana v'mala ad ben 50 shana tifkod otam kol haba litvot zavam lavod avodah b'ohel moed זאת עבודת משפחות הגרשוני לעבוד ולמסע.
Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah emes v'chaye olam notah b'sorchenu. Baruch Atah Adonai nosein ha'Torah.
Amen. The second Aliyah, Levi Aliyah, is at page 586, verse 25 to verse 28. Ta'amod Chaya Sarah bat Avram Halevi v'Zelda.
Good Shabbos, Sharon. Yashar Koach, Mary. Sharon, can you see where we're about to start?
I am. I've got it.
You're on. Touch and kiss, and off you go.
Baruch Hu Adonai Hamborach.
Baruch Adonai Baruch L'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Baruch Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol chamim v'natan lanu et Torah. Baruch Atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
Amen. V'naseu et yuriot hamishkan ve'et ohel moed michsehu u'michsei התרחש אשר עליו למעלה ואת מסך פתח אוהל מועד ואת קלעי החצר ואת מסך פתח שער החצר, אשר על המשכן ועל המזבח סביב, ואת מטריהם, ואת כל כלי עבודתם, ואת כל אשר יעשה להם ועבדו. על פי אהרון ובניו תהיה כל עבודת בני הגרשוני לכל מסעם ולכל עבודתם, ופקדתם עליהם במשמרת את כל מסעם. זאת עבודת משפחות בני הגרשוני באוהל מועד, ומשמרתם ביד איתמר בן אהרון הכהן.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah emet v'chayalam natanu
נטע בתוכנו.
b'tah b'tchein. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
The third aliyah is on page 586 and continuing to 587, verse 29 to verse 33. Ya'amod Mordechai ben Yitzchak Shlishi.
Baruch hu et Adonai hamvorach.
Baruch Adonai Mavarach le'olam va'ed.
Baruch Adonai hamvorach le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol hamim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
Amen. B'nei Merari le'mishpachotam le'beit avotam tifkod otam מבין 30 שנה ומעלה ועד בין 50 שנה תפקדם כל הבא לצבא לעבוד את עבודת אוהל מועד, וזאת משמרת מסעם לכל עבודתם באוהל מועד, קרשי המשכן ובריחה ועמודיו ואדניו, ועמודי החצר סביב ואדניהם, ויתדותם ומיתריהם לכל כליהם ולכל עבודתם, ובשמות תפקדו את כלי משמרת מסעם. זאת עבודת משפחות בני מררי לכל עבודתם באוהל מועד, ביד איתמר בן אהרון הכהן.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah emet v'chai olam nata b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
The fourth aliyah is page 587, verse 34 to verse 37. Ya'amod Noach ben Yaakov v'Dvora Revi'i.
Good job, sir. We're about to start right here. Can you see?
Oh, yes.
Very well. Touch and kiss, and on you go.
Baruch Adonai hamvorach.
Baruch Adonai Baruch Le'olam va'ed.
Baruch Olam Voed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech olam asher bachar banu mikol amim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
Amen. Vayivkod Moshe v'Aharon ונשיאי העדה את בני הכחתי למשפחותם ולבית אבותם, מבין 30 שנה ומעלה ועד בין 50 שנה, כל הבא לצבא לעבודה באוהל מועד. ויהיו פקודיהם למשפחותם 2,750. אלה פקודי משפחות הכחתי, כל העובד באוהל מועד, אשר פקד משה ואהרון על פי אדוני ביד משה.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech olam asher natan lanu Torah emet v'hayei olam nata b'tohenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten Torah.
Amen.
The fifth aliyah, also known as the birthday aliyah today, is on page 587 and 588, at verse 38 to verse 49. Amod Rachel bad Yaakov v'Miriam chamishit. You show her. Charlie, you show her.
Baruch Adonai Hamvorach.
Baruch Adonai Hamvorach L'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamvorach
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
Amen. ופקודי בני גרשון למשפחותם ולבית אבותם, מבין 30 שנה ומעלה ועד בין 50 שנה, כל הבא לצבא לעבודה באוהל מועד, ויהיו פקודיהם למשפחותם לבית אבותם 2,630. אלה פקודי משפחות בני גרשון, כל העובד באוהל מועד, אשר פקד משה ואהרון על פי אדוני, ופקודי משפחות בני מררים למשפחותם לבית אבותם, מבין 30 שנה ומעלה ועד בין 50 שנה, כל הבא לצבא לעבודה באוהל מועד. ויהיו פקודיהם למשפחותם 3,200. אלה פקודי משפחות בני מררי, אשר פקד משה ואהרון על פי אדוני ביד משה. כל הפקודים אשר פקד משה ואהרון ונשיאי ישראל את הלוויים למשפחותם ולבית אבותם, מבין 30 שנה ומעלה ועד בין 50 שנה, כל הבא לעבוד כעבודת מסע באוהל מועד. ויהיו פקודיהם 8,580. על פי אדוני פקד אותם ביד משה, איש איש על עבודתו ועל מסעו ופקודיו, אשר ציווה אדוני את משה.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah temet v'chayei olam natan b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. We're starting a new chapter in life, chapter 6, verse 1 to 4, page 588. Yamod Avromelia ben Michel v'Lea Shishi.
We're starting a new chapter, not only in life, but also in the Chumash. As you may have noticed, this year's part, which is the first third of portion Naso, is dedicated to the census taken over the Levites, the tribe of Levi. Naso, in and of itself, the second portion in Bamidbar, is the longest portion in the Torah. And we stopped just short of the story of the so-called bitter waters, testing and proving to a jealous husband through the Templar means that his jealousy is unfounded, and the laws of Nazirite. We will read more about those in our Haftarah. And here we go. We're about to start right here.
All right. Baruch Adonai, Baruch Adonai, and Baruch Olam V'ed. Sorry, we start over. Baruch Adonai, Hamvorach.
Baruch Adonai Hamavarach le'olam va'ed.
Adonai, and Baruch Olam V'ed. Baruch Atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bachar banu mikol hamim, v'natan lanu et Torah. Baruch Atah Adonai. Atena Torah.
Amen.
Amen. Vaydaber Adonai el Moshe lemor, Zav et bnei Yisrael, Vishalchu min hamachaneh, Kol tzarua v'chol zav, v'chol tameh lanafesh. Mizachar ad nekeva tishalechu, el michutz lamachaneh tishalchum, velo yitam'u et machanehem, asher ani shochen b'tocham, v'yasu chen b'nei Yisrael, v'yishalchu otam el michutz lamachaneh, kasher diber Adonai el Moshe, Kenasu b'nei Yisrael.
Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torah emet, v'chai olam nata b'tochenu. Baruch Atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
The seventh Aliyah and our youngest victim today is on page 588 and 589, verse 5 to verse 10. Yamod ha'bachur ha'nechmad Yehuda Shmuel ben Baruch v'Frida Chava Shvi'i.
Good. Shabbos Sam, can you see where we are about to start?
All the way from,
Excellent. Touch
all the way
and
from the
kiss, and on
cottage.
you go.
Good sight from the cottage.
Baruch Adonai Havarach.
Baruch Adonai Baruch le'olam va'ed.
Adonai Havarach le'olam va'ed. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bachar banu mikol hamim, v'natan lanu et Torah. Baruch Atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
Amen. Vaydaber Adonai el Moshe lemor, Daber el bnei Yisrael, ish o isha, ki ya'asu mikol chatot ha'adam, lim'ol ma'al b'Adonai, v'ashma ha'nefesh hahi, v'hitvadu et chatatam asher asu, v'heshiv et ashamo b'rosho, v'chamishito Yosef alav, v'natan la'asher asham lo, v'im eish la'ish, v'im ein la'ish goel, להשיב האשם אליו, האשם מושב לאדוני לכהן מלבד, אל הכיפורים אשר יכפר בו עליו וכל תרומה לכל קודשי בני ישראל אשר יקריבו לכהן לא יהיה ואיש את קדשיו לא יהיו איש אשר ייתן לכהן לא יהיה.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah emet b'chayei olam nata b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
Beautiful.
haShachar.
Welcome to the club, Sammy. Next time we'll do it all in your cottage. We all join you there, okay?
That works for us. We have a very big lawn.
All right. Please
Driving.
We're going to continue with the tefillah for healing. Please join in. Even if you're muted, I can still see you. Misheberach avotenu ve'imotenu mayan haberachot borei refuot Misheberach avotenu ve'imotenu mayan haberachot borei refuot Adonai, God of source of healing, bring blessings to those we love. Renew their spirit, renew their courage, renew their strength of body and soul. Misheberach avotenu ve'imotenu mayan haberachot borei refuot. Adonai, God of compassion, bring comfort to those we love. Adonai, God of compassion, bring healing from above. Misheberach avotenu ve'imotenu mayan haberachot borei refuot. And let us all say Amen. Misheberach avotenu Avraham, Yitzchak, ve'Yaakov, Moshe, Aharon, David, Shlomo, ve'imotenu Sarah, Rivka, Rachel, veLeah, ve'yivarech ve'yirapeh et kol hacholim.
Thank you for keeping updating the list of names of your near and dear who need our prayers for their health and speedy recovery. They do remain in our prayers and our thoughts.
בתוך שאר חולי ישראל, ועבור שאנחנו מתפללים ועבורם, בסחר זה הקדוש ברוך הוא ימלא רחמים עליהם, להחלימם ולרפאותם ולהחזיקם ולהחייתם, וישלח להם מהרה רפואה שלמה מן השמיים, רפואת הנפש ורפואת הגוף לכל איבריהם וגידיהם, שבת היא מלזעוק, ורפואה קרבה לבוא, השתה בעגלה בזמן קריב, ונאמר אמן. May God grant in full and speedy recovery to all those who are ill, רפואה שלמה.
Please rise for the reader's half Kaddish.
יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה, יעמד יברח חירותי וימליך מלכותי, בחייכון ויום בכון ובחיי דכל בית ישראל. בעגלה בזמן קריב ואמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מבורך מעלם ולעל מעלמיה יתברך יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתעלה לשמד קודשה בריחו לעילה מן חודכתה ושיחתה תושבחתה ונחמתה דמירן ויעלמן ואמרו אמן.
Yashar Koach. Rafi, if you please announce the pages for the maftir.
The Maftir Aliyah is on page 589, verse 8 to 10. Yamod Fishel Chaim ben Mendel Moshe Halevi v'Sara Maftir.
Good Shabbos, Fishel Mendel. Can you see where we're about to start?
He lives very close.
Baruch Adonai Hamvorach.
Baruch Adonai Baruch Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Baruch Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai.
Baruch Shemai.
Noten HaTorah.
Amen.
V'im en lahish goel. Le'ashiv ha'asham elav. Hasham hamushav l'Adonai lakohen milvad. El HaKippurim asher yechaper bo alav. L'truma lechol kodeshei bnei Yisrael asher yakrivu lakohen lo yiyah v'ish et kodeshav lo yiyu ish asher yiten lakohen lo yiyah. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah emet v'chayei olam nata b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai
Baruch Hu Baruch Shemai.
Noten HaTorah.
Amen.
With 12 hours of warning, this was beautiful.
Rafi, you mean Phil gave you 12 hours of warning?
Yes.
That's right.
Last night at 9 o'clock, he says.
Wonderful. Please remember, we have only one person to do Hag Beglila.
I remember from last week, yes.
That comes in singular.
Unless you're schizophrenic. Ya'amod hamagbiya v'golel sefer HaTorah.
Please rise.
Vezot HaTorah asher Moshe
B'nei Yisrael al pi Adonai
Yad Moshe al shlosha devarim 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 העולם עומד על התורה ועל האהבה ועל גמילות חסדים על התורה ועל האהבה ועל גמילות חסדים. You may be seated.
Our Haftarah today is related to the part of the portion read on the second year of triennial cycle. Next year we'll be reading it in the portion. That is the laws of the Nazirite. Nazir, someone who gave a vow to not share his hair, to not drink, to abstain from wine. And the Haftarah is related to that directly through the story preceding the birth of Shimshon, Samson, the judge. I'm glad our esteemed president is currently on muted microphone, otherwise he'd be singing for us Delilah by Tom Jones, might come later. And Rafi, pages, please.
We are on page 602 to 604, chapter 13, verse 2 to verse 25.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar b'neviim tovim
ורצה ודבריהם נאמרים באמת, ברוך אתה אדוני הבוחר בתורה ובמשה עבדו ובישראל עמו ובנביאי האמת והצדק. ויהי איש אחד מצרעה ממשפחת הדני ושמו מנוח ואשתו עקרה ולא ילדה. וירא מלאך אדוני אל האישה ויאמר אליה הננה את עקרה ולא ילדת והריד וילדת בן ואתה הישמרינה ואל תשתי יין ושכר ואל תאכלי כל טמא כי הנחרה ויולדת בן מורה לא יעלה על ראשו כי נזיר אלוהים יהיה הנער מן הבטן והוא יחל להושיע את ישראל מיד פלישתים. ותבוא האישה ותאמר לאישה לאמור אישה אלוהים באה אלי ומראהו כמראה מלאך אלוהים נורא מאוד ולא שאלתיהו את מזהו את שמו לא הגיד לי. ויאמר לי הנחרה ויולדת בן ואתה אל תשתי יין ושכר ואל תאכלי כל טומאה כי נזיר אלוהים יהיה הנער מן הבטן עד יום מותו. ויתר מנוח אל אדוני יום ויאמר בי אדוני איש אלוהים אשר שלחת יבוא עוד אלינו ויורנו מה נעשה לנער היולד. וישמע אלוהים קול מנוח ויבוא מלאך אלוהים עוד אל האישה והיא יושבת בשדה ומנוח אישה אין עמה. ותמהר האישה ותרץ ותגד לאישה ותאמר אליו הנה נראה אלי האיש אשר בא ויום אליו. ויקם וילך מנוח אחרי אשתו ויבוא אל האיש ויאמר לו אתה האיש אשר דיברת אל האישה ויאמר אני. ויאמר מנוח עד יבוא דברך מה יהיה משפט הנער ומעשהו. ויאמר מלאך אדוני אל מנוח מכל אשר אמרתי אל האישה תשמר מכל אשר יצא מגפן היין לא תאכל ויין ושכר אל תשת וכל טומאה אל תאכל כל אשר ציוויתי תשמור. ויאמר מנוח אל מלאך אדוני נצרנה אותך ונעשה לפניך גדיזים. ויאמר מלאך אדוני אל מנוח אם תצרני לא חב לחמך ואם תעשה עולם L'Adonai ta'alena, ki lo yada manoach, ki malach Adonai hu. Vayamer Manoach el malach Adonai mishemecha, ki yavod devorcha v'chibadnucha. Vayomer lo malach Adonai, lama zeh tishal ishmi v'hu peli. Vayikach Manoach et kedi ahizim et miyamincha, Vayal hal hatzor l'Adonai, umaflihi l'asod, umanoach v'ishto roim. Vayehi v'alot alav, me'al hamizbeach hashamayma, vayal malach Adonai b'lahav hamizbeach, umanoach v'ishto roim. Vayiplu al peneihem artsa, v'lo yasaf od malach Adonai, v'herao el Manoach ve'el ishto, az yada Manoach, ki malach Adonai hu. Vayomer Manoach el ishto mot namut, ki Elohim rainu. Vatomer lo yishto lu chafetz Adonai lachamitenu lo yikach miadenu olah umincha velo heranu et kol ele v'chachet lo yishmianu kazod vatelen ahisha ben Vatikra et Shemo Shimshon, Vayigdal anar, V'yivaracheu Adonai, Vatachel Ruach Adonai, Nefamo Menachane Dan, Asher Tzara, Uvein Eshtal, Baruch Atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, Shar kol amim tzadik bechol adorot, Ha'el ha'ne'eman, ha'omer v'yosem, ha'medaber u'mekayem, shekol devarav emet v'tzedek. Ne'eman atah Eloheinu v'ne'emanim devarecha, v'nevarecha minevarecha, achor liyashuv rekam, ki el melech ne'eman, rachaman atah, Baruch atah Adonai,
Baruch hu Baruch Shemoi.
Ha'el ne'eman b'chol devarav.
Amen.
Rachem al Tzion ki hi ben chayenu. Lalu ha'nefesh toshia b'meira v'yameinu. Baruch atah Adonai.
Baruch hu Baruch Shemoi.
V'sameach Tzion b'vaneha.
Amen.
Samcheinu Adonai Eloheinu. V'li'an avi'avtecha. V'malchut beit David b'shichecha. V'mehera yavo v'yagel imenu. Al kisol yishev zar. V'lo yinchalot acherim et kevodo. Ki v'shem kodeshecha nishbat lo. Shelo yichben erod le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai.
Baruch hu Baruch Shemoi.
Magen David.
Amen.
Al Torah ve'al avodah ve'al anviyim v'yom haShabbat hazeh shenatata lanu Adonai Eloheinu l'kedusha v'limnucha lechavod u'letifaret al hakol Adonai Eloheinu אנחנו מודים לך ומברכים אותך יברך שמך בפי כל חי תמיד לעולם ועד ברוך אתה אדוני
Baruch hu Baruch Shemoi.
מקדש השבת.
Amen. Yeshar koach Fischel.
Ruth.
And we go back to the Siddur, page 344, Yakum Purkan means Shmaya.
Yekum Perkan Michemaya. וכל מי שעוסקים בצורכי ציבור באמונה, הקדוש ברוך הוא ישלם שכרם וישים למקום הקלה, וירפא לך גופם ויסלח לכל עוונם, וישלח ברכה והצלחה בכל מעשה ידיהם, עם כל ישראל לקיהם ונאמר אמן.
Ashrei, page 352.
אשרי יושבי ביתך עוד ילוך הסלו. תהילה לאדוני ידבר פיו ויברר כל בשר שם קודשו לעולם ועד ואנחנו רקיע מעט אוויר עולם הללויה.
Please rise for the prayer for Canada and the prayer for the state of Israel.
A prayer for Canada. Our God, we invoke thy blessing upon our country, on the government of Canada, the Prime Minister, and all who exercise just and rightful authority. Do thou instruct them out of thy law, that they may administer all affairs of state in justice and equity, that peace and security, happiness and prosperity, right and freedom may forever abide among us. Unite all the inhabitants of our country, whatever their origin and creed, into a bond of true community, to banish hatred and bigotry, and to safeguard the ideals and free institutions which are our country's glory. May this land under thy providence be an influence for good throughout the world, uniting humanity in peace and freedom, and helping to fulfill the vision of thy prophets. Nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall we learn war anymore, for all people, both great and small, shall know the Lord. Amen.
Amen. Avinu, Avinu, Shebashamayim, Tzur Yisrael v'goalo. Avinu, Avinu, Shebashamayim, Tzur Yisrael v'goalo. Barech, Barech, Meninan Yisrael, Reshit Smichot Gilateinu, Hagen Aleim Efrat Chastecha, Ufras Alecha Sukat Shalomecha. Avinu, Avinu, Shebashamayim, Tzur Yisrael v'goalo. Avinu, Avinu, Shebashamayim, Tzur Yisrael v'goalo.
A prayer for the state of Israel. Avinu Shebashamayim, Rock and Redeemer of the people Israel, bless the state of Israel with its promise of redemption. Shield it with your love. Spread over it the shelter of your peace. Guide its leaders and advisors with your light and your truth. Help them with your good counsel. Strengthen the hands of those who defend our holy land. Deliver them. Crown their efforts with triumph. Bless the land with peace and its inhabitants with lasting joy. And let us say Amen.
Amen.
We continue at the bottom of page 354. 1 second. Please rise for the return of the Torah to the ark. Order, please remain standing.
Hallelujah, Shem Adonai, ki nitzgav shemo levado, hodo al eretz v'shamayim, vayarem keren li'amot, te'ila lecho chasidav, livnei Yisrael am kerov, hallelujah, mizemor leDavid, Havuladonai b'nei Elim, Havuladonai kavod va'oz, Havuladonai kivod shema, Yisach Havuladonai behadras kodesh, Kol Adonai al hamayim, Ela kavod irim Adonai hamayim rabim, Kol Adonai ba'koach, Kol Adonai be'adar, Kol Adonai shaver arazim, Vaishaver Adonai et arzei halvanon, Vayarkidim kemo egel Lebanon v'Sirion kemo ben Riyemim. Kol Adonai chazem lavotesh, Kol Adonai yakel midbar, Yakel Adonai midbar kadesh, Kol Adonai yechol elayalot, Vayechet sof yadod echalot, Kol hayamer kavod, Adonai lama bo yashav vayeshev, Adonai melech le'olam, Adonai oz liyama yitain, Adonai yivarech et amav v'shalom uvnecha yomar. Eitzai mehi lama chazikim ba v'toim cheho meyushar Tiracheho darkei noam v'chol netivotecha shalom. Hashivenu Adonai elecha v'nashuva Hadesh Hadesh Yameinu Hadesh Yameinu
Please be seated. Shabbat Shalom. Today there are participants joining our service, at least parts of it, as far as I've seen, from Israel, Europe, Sefi also in Ghana, St. Catharines, Ontario, and even as far as North York. We, the Lodzer, are truly going global. Dear friends, it's an honor and true pleasure to welcome you here. The Jewish lore exhibits many interesting mythical creatures, from Nephilim to the Dibuk, from the famous golem to the notorious witches of Endor and Ashkelon. There is a whole lot to study and marvel at. Today, I want to talk about a very specific kind of creatures. I want to talk about trolls. That's right, trolls. Take our lofty southern neighbor. The United States of America is one of the most socially polarized countries under the sun. And such environment, by its nature, for such is the nature of the beast, will become a troll's breeding ground. It is so rife with trolls, you can feel as though you've entered the hall of the Mountain King. That's Greek for you folks. Now, trolls are much less mythical than we'd want to think, than we'd want to happen. Who can be a troll? Anybody. Police and protesters, journalists and politicians, the whole world and their brother. It can also be you and me. Anyone may become troll. There are some entities in the world that feed on chaos and mayhem. Some such entities were even deified in various human cultures, such as Loki in the Nordic mythology, or Ares and perhaps Hermes for the ancient Greeks. Our Leviathan, mentioned in the book of Job, in the Psalms, and a number of other books of Nevi'im and Ketuvim in Isaiah. Leviathan, beating and boiling the waters of the abyss, is definitely cut from the same cloth. And then there are also the human trolls, people who sow fear and reap chaos and confusion. But you know what? Most of the trolls that you are likely to encounter in your daily life, they are not career tricksters. They're not professional spreaders of fight and mischief. Rather, they are what we would call normal people. Regular, decent people, fair and excitable. The product of our time and environment. People standing on guard of justice. And that, my friends, makes us easily flammable material, ready to be set on fire at times with one strike of match. Beg your pardon. One of the most quoted politicians this week, not only domestically, has been our very own Prime Minister, Justin Trudeau. This time, however, what's being referenced most is not something he said, but rather something he didn't say. That's right. I'm referring to the 21-second pause. For those of you who have not had a chance to follow the news yet, when asked to comment on the American president's divisive politics and tweets, he struggles to give a composed response. It results in a 20-second pause. It's been carefully timed numerous times by now in various blogs and magazines. During that pause, the Prime Minister tries to say something twice, then thinks better of it. Finally, he ventures, "We all watch in horror, in consternation, what's going on in the United States." Brother, you could say that again. Now, some praise him and some criticize him for being elusive, for not naming names, for not calling anyone out specifically. By the way, not surprisingly, those who criticize him most for avoiding addressing the stable genius by name are the same people who recently criticized him with equal fervor for goading, in their opinion, the notoriously mercurial president in power on previous occasions. But leave that aside on the margins. That's neither here nor there, just realpolitik. I salute Mr. Prime Minister for showing the restraint. Restraint is a rare commodity. It's become scarce in our days, and thus is all the more precious. Everybody has an opinion on everything, and they will give it to you whether you want it or not. You'll have to pay them to not get their opinion. It wasn't always the case, probably. You know what? We used to believe, we all grew up understanding that for evil to prevail, all that it takes is for good people to do nothing. And it is true. And because of that, we used to believe that failure to act was the source of all evil. But I propose to you that, in fact, it is the failure to think that is the source of all evil. Because in so many cases, action is psychologically, mentally much easier than inaction. When we are angry, upset, enraged, we want to protest, to cry out, to make the world listen, maybe even to burn a store or hang someone. Of course, we are all kind, refined, caring people. We may want that, think of that in a moment of madness. We would never actually do that. Would we? Would we? That urge to do something, anything, that urge is extremely strong. It is burning a red, gaping hole in your soul. Like the famous saying goes, how can I sleep in peace when someone is being wrong on the internet? And that is the opening. That is how some of the most outrageous lies, propaganda, and fake news are spread. First, somebody makes them up, very often maliciously, and then all it takes is sending that to a number of good and passionate and excitable people who will be just appalled enough to act immediately. Fun fact, at least 1 in 4 of our congregants had forwarded to me at least once a chain mail with a conspiracy theory or some equally weird claim, something outrageous, maybe a cover-up, unchecked at best, usually uncheckable, and sometimes just outright untrue. Friends, if at least you did it for personal gain, like money or the pleasure derived from creating chaos, I'd say there's a point to what you do. We'd have to talk about your moral standing, but I'd acknowledge you are the brain behind the operation. But you aren't, I'm sorry. You don't do it for any kind of personal gain or pleasure. You just do it out of the kindness of your heart. And it's painful. It's painful to see it. When I call you on it and tell you to fact check and reverse the course of that bull message, send it back instead of forwarding it to another 20 people, You know what's the most common response, again, in perfectly good faith? It is, I got it from somebody I totally trust. Which of course is true, and which of course is equally, totally, and entirely irrelevant. Because the friends whom you trust, when they received this junk mail and were so tangibly appalled, they decided to forward it on to you, they were every bit as clueless as you are now. Now, this is your chance to shine. By inaction more than by action, mostly by thinking. You grab that chance by saying, the buck stops here. I am not blindly following the herd. I want to join a peaceful protest against police brutality, because who wouldn't hurt hearing about police brutality? It's terrible. But did I research? Do I know who's going to benefit from this particular event I've been invited to join? Do I know it will not be hijacked by neo-Nazis, looters, ultra-right, ultra-left, domestic or foreign trolls trying to break us up, to divide us? Somebody I know, a freelancing journalist, spent a night last week among the looting gangs of protesters in New York. Whole neighborhoods are devastated. He says, Soho, as we know it, is no more. He went on till he started fearing for his life and safety, maybe just a little longer than that, especially he was with a camera. Groups of marauders, by the way, of all races, would approach the next store in turn, take a short pause, like stop, then somebody would proclaim, I know this company, they are racist, and window breaking would start. Somehow the most accessible and booty promising stores are always the ones that turn out to be the most racist ones. It's amazing, quite a coincidence. As Rabbi Nachman teaches us, don't look for common sense where you haven't deposited any in the first place. The murder of an innocent person, George Floyd, or dozens before him, does not justify the looting. And the looting does not justify the dirty cops. Moreover, there is no direct fight between two warring fractions. In both cases, it is the innocent victims who are most likely to fall prey to the war. Like that story of the old brawl between the two cities, where Cossacks of one city say to the Cossacks of the other, if you beat our Jews, we'll beat your Jews. Don't be a part to that. As that same Rabbi Nachman would say, when you argue with an ass, two asses are arguing. Shut the blazes up. Stop for a second. More than a second. Take a 21-second pause to think. Gulp a lungful of air and say, the buck stops with me. People who try to provoke me into screaming and going amok are no friends of mine. Frenzy is not a good enough reason to run with the mob. It's a direct practical quote from the Torah. Ein olchim acharei rov laraot. Do not follow the mob just because there are many of them. Say, my goal is to diffuse and not to instigate. And if I am not part of the solution, I am part of the precipitate. Shabbat Shalom. Please rise for the reader's Half Kaddish preceding Musaf Amidah, page 368.
Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabba.
Amen.
Yamad v'rachir tevin limachotei. B'chayecha Banu v'yamecha chayei d'chol beit Yisrael. Pagalam izman karivim eru. Amen.
Yesh merabam.
Baruch le'olam le'olam maya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpar v'yidumah v'naseh. V'yidadar v'yidaleh v'yidalal shmei l'gudei Shacharit. Li'elam mekor b'chata v'shivata. Tushbechata v'nechemata damiran b'yalma v'yimeru. Amen.
Musaf and Midah together from page 370.
Baruch atah Adonai.
Baruch Shemai.
Eloheinu, Elohe Avraham, Elohe Yitzhak, Elohe Yaakov. El Hagadol, Ha'ibaba Anodo, El Elyon, Gomer Chasadim Tovim, Mekonei Hakol. V'zocher Chasdei Avot, U'mevii Goel Bnei Bneihem, L'matsho b'yava. Melech Ozer Mashiach U'Magen. Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham. Atah Hibar l'olam Adonai, Mechem itim atarav le'Hoshia. Mechalkel Chaim b'Chesed. Mechayim eitim berachamim rabim, somech noflim berofei cholim, umatir asurim, umegayim emunato, lishenei afar, mikamot haba yevurot, umidam elam melech memid umegaye, umatzmiach Yeshua, v'ne'eman Adonai Yod Meitim. Baruch atah Adonai, mechayei hameitim. Nahar ritzcha v'nah kedisha kesod, Zihi aksar fekodesh hamakdishim. Shimcha ba'kodesh, ka'katuv al yad neviyecha v'kara zeh v'yamar. Kadosh, kadosh, kadosh. Kevod le'olam, mishartav sholim zeh lozeh, hayei mekom kevod le'umatam, baruch yomeru, baruch v'lamim kamo. Mi mekomahu ifenu, ifen berachamim, v'yachanam, ham yachadim shemo, v'yachanam, ham yachadim shemo. Erev v'boker, v'chol yom tamid, hamayim b'yam hashema omerim. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai echad. Hu Eloheinu, Hu Avinu, Hu Malkeinu, B'Mashiachenu, V'hu Yashmienu, B'Rachamav Sheni, Li'enei Kochai, Li'olachem Le'Elohim, V'nirei Koshel HaKatuv Le'Moim L'Chadonai Le'olam, Elo Yitzia L'Dor V'Dor, L'Dor V'Dor. Hallelujah. L'Dor V'Dor Nagid L'Echol L'Netzach Netzachim Kushacha Nagdish V'Jiva Eloheinu Mipinu Loimu Shalom Voed Ki Amel Gadol V'Gadashad Baruch Atah Adonai
Prayer in response to the pestilence by Rabbi Eli Kurante. Our God and God of our ancestors, take heed of our struggle with the new plague that befell the world. We pray before you, strengthen our forbearance in face of trials that may await us. Unite us in our common plight, steady our hand in the hands of our leaders to combat the disease. As we stay separated in space, let us come together in spirit. Let us not be so vain as to think the ordeal was sent as retribution for our own iniquities, for we are not foolish enough to imagine carrying out such doubt over the universe. Do not allow us to imagine any of us can single-handedly bring about a big global solution for the immediate peril, nor let us fall in the pit of despair and conclude that we can do nothing at all. Rather, give us the patience, goodness of spirit, determination, wit, and willpower to contribute to the common cause by little steps, precious small efforts joining the common cause. Grant us the blessing, O Lord, by protecting us and our loved ones and all your people on earth. Send your healing to those who suffer and solace to those who hurt. May we speedily and soon see the days of security and tranquility, happiness and good fortune. For it is said, return us unto you, O God, and we shall return, renew our days, and they as they used to be. Tashivenu Adonai Elokecha Neshuva Kadesh Yamenu Kekedem. And let us say, Amen.
Amen. We continue together, page 376.
Yismechu v'malechutecha, Yismechu v'malechutecha, Shomrei Shabbat, Shomrei Shabbat, V'karei Yoneganek Shabbat, Yismechu v'malechutecha, Yismechu v'malechutecha, Shomrei Shabbat, Shomrei Shabbat, V'karei Yoneganek Shabbat, Mekadeshei Shevi, Mekadeshei Shevi, Kulam Yismeyu V'yitanegu mitovecha, Yismechu v'malechutecha, Yismechu v'malechutecha, Shomrei Shabbat, Shomrei Shabbat, V'karei Yoneganek Shabbat, Uvashvi Ratzita bo, V'kidashta, V'kidashta, Yismechu v'malechutecha, Yismechu v'malechutecha, Shomrei Shabbat, Shomrei Shabbat, V'karei Yoneganek Shabbat, Chemedad Yamim, Adakarata, Zecher Bereshit lemase bereshit yismechu v'malachutecha Shomrei Shabbat v'karei oneg Shabbat Eloheinu levateinu retzei v'nechateinu Kadesheinu b'mitzvotecha v'techalkeinu b'toratecha Sabeinu mituvecha v'samcheinu b'shuatecha v'tahel libeinu le'ovnecha b'yemet v'hanchilenu Adonai Eloheinu Yavo Ratzon Shabbos Kodeshecha v'yanuchu bo Yisrael Mikadeshei Shemecha Baruch Atah Adonai Mikadeshei Shabbat Ritzei Adonai Eloheinu b'amcha Yisrael tfilatam v'yashevet havodah b'beitecha Utfilatam b'ahava tekabel b'ratzon hiratzon tamid avodat Yisrael amecha v'dechezenu eineinu b'shuva l'tzion b'rachamim baruch atah Adonai Hamakazi shechinato l'tzion modim anachnu lach Hato kilokulakamecha v'rmakim kulotam chazadecha Me'alav kivinu la v'ya kulam yitbarach freedom amshin chamakena tamid olam v'ed v'chalachayim yidachasel la v'yalu et shemcha b'yamed Hawel yishuatem seinu sela baruch atah Adonai Ato shemachal chanel yodot Eloheinu v'leteinu barakneinu v'abracha hamshulash b'Torah Haktuva di Meshavdecha ha'amura mipi Aaron v'nav konim al-gzeh kamor Yivrech Adonai v'yishmerecha Yernai panav elecha v'yichanecha Yisanai panav elecha v'semra shalom Sim shalom tov avracha chaim chen v'chesed v'rachim v'leinu v'chayisrael amecha Barucheinu v'nikon l'gechad b'yorpanecha ki b'yorpanecha natata lanu Adonai Eloheinu torat chaim v'avat chesed u'tzedaka u'v'racha v'rachamim v'chaim v'shalom v'tov b'einecha l'v'rechem amcha Yisrael b'chol leil v'chol shal b'shlemecha baruch atah Adonai Hambarech Elohe Yisrael Mashalom.
Please remain standing for the Reader's Kaddish Shalem, page 424.
Yitgadal v'yitgadash Shemei Rabbah.
Amen. Amen.
Dabel Zlatan Valhan Chesokon Shma Vimero. Yesh Flamer Shema Yavachaim and Kesra Vimero.
Ready? Asher Shalom B'Miyamat Asher Shalom Aleinu Ve'Yakol Yisrael Emru Amen. Yasha Shalom, Yasha Shalom, Shalom Aleinu Ve'Yakol Yisrael. Yasha Shalom, Yasha Shalom, Shalom Aleinu Ve'Yakol Yisrael. Yasha Shalom, Yasha Shalom, Shalom Aleinu v'Yakov Yisrael. Yasha Shalom, Yasha Shalom, Shalom Aleinu v'Yakov Yisrael. Amen. Amen.
haShachar, Sam. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. As always, I'd like to start my announcements by thanking the Rabbi for all that he
So
has
sorry,
done.
Mr. President. May we be seated?
Oh, sorry. Do you want me to start again, Rabbi?
Just asking whether we may be seated.
You may be seated, of course.
Thank you.
You may be seated. So I'm going to start again. haShachar, Sam, in case you didn't hear me the first time. As always, I'd like to start my announcements by thanking those who participated. Rabbi Eli, for your amazing job and inspirational service in all you've done. I think today's sermon was exceptionally appropriate, and I'm quite confident that the Lodzer family will agree with me. David, in fine form, and as always in typical Lodzer fashion, you were given a whole 30 seconds to prepare for some additional chores today, and as always, done flawlessly. Arlene, I can't say enough of what kind of great job that you've done. I get emails and texts and comments about your wonderful job every week, and we are so proud to have you as part of our Lodzer family. To Rafi and to Arnie, of course, for being our amazing Gabayim. To Rachel for doing all the technical work that you do so flawlessly. And my friend Phil for reciting the Haftarah and Maftir with a lot of notice by Lodzer standards, 12 hours. At this time, if it's possible, could you unmute the cantor, please, as well? Today's Zoom Shabbat service is sponsored by Cantor David Young and Beverly Young to celebrate the birth of their grandchildren, Itai Chen and Chana Terze. Mazel tov to you and your family. As you all know, we have we've started a bit of a fundraiser having to deal with sponsoring the Zoom services on Shabbat. We're going to take that a step further. The last few weeks, the cantor has come up with new tunes for Adon Olam. So we're going to play our own game and have our own game show called Name That Tune. So for $36, you can get a hold of the cantor through Rafi or myself or Sarah and request a special tune for $36 starting next week. In typical presidential fashion, I'm going to take the lead and sponsor the first ever all request Name That Tune Adon Olam. So cantor, I'm going to give you a couple of hints as to what song I'm going to recommend. First one.
That's for the next week, right, Mr. President?
Right,
Sorry.
for next week. That's correct. First hint, it's not Tom Jones.
Oh.
Even though tomorrow is his 80th birthday. I had to slide that in. Second one is that this singer is British, was part of the British invasion, was actually a protege of the Beatles, and this 1968 song rose to #1 in meteoric fashion and happens to be my 91-year-old mother's favorite song. Can you name that tune?
Was it a Maple Leaf song, Eddie Shack?
No, my mother would never have.
Clear the track, here comes Shack.
British invasion. I will give you another hint.
All right.
Female. 1968.
Edie Shack.
One last hint. The first few words of this song are, once upon a time there was a tavern.
Yes, yes, yes. I know the song, but I don't remember who the artist is.
What's the name of the song? And then I'll tell you the artist.
Those were the days.
There you go, Mary Hopkin.
Okay, those were the days. Excellent.
Yeah, so next week, you're on.
Okay, those were the days. That's the one.
All right, and the week after, Lodzer family, it's all up to you to choose the tunes and name that tune. Speaking of games, in a couple of weeks, I guess a week this Tuesday, we start our virtual bingo. And the details are in the bulletin. So we look forward to seeing you for bingo in the coming weeks. It's going to be from 4 to 5. There is a blurb in our bulletin on how to register and, of course, how to play. Our next book chat is going to be on the 25th of June at 7:30. And the book is Where the Crawdads Sing by Delia Owens. I don't know how many of you remember the old Beverly Hillbillies show. Some of their favorite foods were crawdads and a bunch of other delicacies. So that and hog jowls, that was a nice dish as well. So crawdads kind of reminded me of that. Morning minions, if you are interested, the next morning to have a morning minion for any reason, please let us know. We would be more than pleased to arrange it. And remember, there are several ways to donate, whether it be through a siddur, through a Tree of Life plaque, any way that you can make a difference, it would be greatly appreciated. And now let's turn to page 426 for Enkelohenu. Cantor David, go ahead.
Enkelohenu, Enkadonenu, Enkemakenu, Enkemashienu, Michelohenu, Michadonenu, Michemakenu, Michemashienu. Nodel Eloheinu, Nodel Adonenu, Nodel Magenu, Nodel Mashienu, Baruch Eloheinu, Baruch Adonenu, Baruch Magenu, Baruch Mashienu, Ato Eloheinu, Ato Adonenu, Ato Makenu, Ato Mashienu, Ato Sheiktiru Avotenu Lefanecha Et Ketoret Asamim Enkelohenu, Enkadonenu, Enkemakenu, Enkemashienu. Amar Rabbi Elazar. Leman achai v'rei davana shalom bag leman beit Adonai Elohim v'vakshat tov lo Adonai oz lema yitein Adonai v'rechanamo v'shalom.
Please rise for the Aleinu, page 428.
Aleinu l'shabbeach l'Adon hakol ateit gdula liyotzeh b'reishit shelo asanu k'yei haratzot v'lo samanu k'mishpat ha'adama Shelo sam chagenu kayem, megor aleinu kechol amonam, v'anachnu korim u'mishtachavim u'modim, lifnei melech mochei hamlachim, hakadosh baruch hu, shehu noteh shamayim v'yoser haaretz, u'moshav yikaro v'shamayim imav, v'shin aduzo b'gavei meromim, hu Eloheinu einon.
V'neimar, Ya Adonai, v'melech achor haaretz, Bayam Hahel, Bayam Hahel, Adonai Echad, Ishmo, 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 Echad.
Yashar Koach Sam, Cantor David, not too shabby either. Yashar Koach. As we are about to move on to the Mourner's Kaddish, I remind you that in the newest version of the Zoom, due to certain safety features, we cannot unmute you all at once. You can only unmute yourselves once the possibility is there. Now, once our president, President Shabbos, by the way, will go through the names and memoria. He will pause for 4 or 5 seconds, at which time you will be able to unmute yourself to say the Kaddish together with everyone. Mr. President.
Thank you, our esteemed Rabbi, Eli. We observe the following yurtzites this week. June 11th, Bernard Steinberg, father of Dr. Hetty Steinberg Rosenberg. June 11th, Helen Zucker, mother of Faye Kellerstein. June 12th, Anna White, mother of Frank. And on behalf of the Lodzer family, we'd like to send our condolences to the family of Faye Simmons, who passed away peacefully of natural causes on Sunday, May 31st, 2020 at North York Hospital in her 106th year. Faye and her husband, Isaac, were founding members, always generous to the Lodzer. Faye had no children and is survived by her niece, Sheila Balaban, and nephew, Sheldon Weiser. Special thanks to the caring staff at Kensington Place Retirement Home that allowed her to live to this age, maintaining her independence and dignity. Rabbi Eli officiated the funeral of Faye this past Monday, June the 1st. As is our custom, we always say Kaddish for those who don't have anybody to say it in their memory. Of course, in memory of all the victims worldwide who lost their lives to COVID-19, and in memory of the 6 million Jews that perished during the Holocaust. Please recite with me on page 434. It
Kadal
be Kadash me Rabba.
Amlik Malkuti,
Dechaye
Ikon, Idomi, Aye, Ba'adala,
Yisman Kari Vimero Amen. Rabuna Bara Olam Omeo Maya Rabba Ipar Vishman Arvi Elvi
Halos
Amin Berkat Amen. Ishlama Rabba Amen. Shalom Brahma. Uya say shalom. Kol Israel. Amen.
Amen. Please be seated. As is our custom, this is the time for sharing our news, sad news, happy news. I remind you that we are still being recorded. If you want to share something with only the participants of this service, but not be on the video, after the Kiddush, we will we will let you know when the recording is no longer on. And at the moment, anything you'd like to share, happy, sad, bittersweet, or neutral, just wave at the camera. I will try to catch it. Just keep waving for a while. Anyone? Ah, Mary, you can only unmute yourself. I cannot unmute you.
I just wanted to say what a pleasure it was to tune in to your service today. I thought it was absolutely wonderful, and I particularly enjoyed your sermon. And as being such a good friend of yours, it made me very proud to hear you today.
Thank you so much, everybody. The Lodzer, meet Mary Coyne, a very dear friend from Niagara region, from St. Catharines. Mary, meet the Lodzer.
My pleasure.
And by the way, as you are a guest and it's your first time, we'll prepare our own Kiddush to share for the time when the cantor is ready to lead us after Adon Olam. So help yourself with getting your Kiddush ready. Anybody else? Just wave your hands, flail it about frantically, so I can see that you want to share. Mr. President, again, you can only unmute yourself now.
I'm unmuted. During this service, I got a WhatsApp from one of my closest friends. I knew about this and I saw it online, but if you all would go to the Toronto Star today, to the entertainment section, there's a picture of my 91-year-old mother listening and watching music therapy at her home. There was an article about Elder Street and how they use music therapy for dementia and Alzheimer's patients. And my mother is the poster girl for 147 Elder. There's quite an interesting article attached to it. There was also a short piece on CTV News about the program that they do at Elder as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. President. All right. Anything to share? Happy, not too happy, sad, need a hug, virtual as it may be. Oh, Rosalind? Rosalind, you're on? Rose? No, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, it was Charlie. Okay.
Mazel
Shabbat shalom
tov.
to everybody. Shabbat shalom to everybody. And Yasher Koach again to you, Rabbi. You were absolutely so very profound and heart-moving. It was amazing. I would say to me, I think it's your best sermon so far. So a lot more has got to come. Also, thank you so very much for all the people for wishing me a happy birthday, and very special, just thank you for everyone for joining in on such a beautiful, beautiful Shabbat, and wishing everybody continued health, and a very special prayer for my little Emma, wishing her better health in the future, to enjoy life every day, because it's so precious to her and to us.
Emma is now a vegan because she has kidney disease.
I wouldn't smile about it, I wouldn't laugh about it, but she is on a vegan diet, so we hope it'll give her a better life. Her joy is effervescent, but life is a gift. Anyway, everybody, Shabbat Shalom again.
Shabbat Shalom, Rose, and many more.
Thank you, Toda Rabba.
Okay. Anyone, anything else to share? Wave your hand or hold your peace for a week. Kathy, again, you can unmute yourself.
I just wanted to say that book chat was lots of fun on Thursday. We had a good turnout, and we discussed a book that we all agreed was very disturbing, and we didn't really like it, but it provoked lots of discussion. So just want to say how happy we are that we're able to continue on Zoom. Thanks.
Thank you, Kathy. What was the book?
The Other Mrs. Smith by Bonnie Burstow.
I'm with you there.
Anti-psychiatry activist.
Yeah.
Yep. Thanks.
And thank you. All right. Anyone else? Anybody going once? Anybody going twice? Anybody going thrice? No, I think we are fine there. In which case, Cantor, the bima is yours again. As we turn to Adon Olam, page 436. Cantor, you can only unmute yourself again.
Okay. Okay, ready. Adon Olam, Asher Malach, B'terem Kol Yitzir Nira, L'yei Nasa, B'chevtza Kol, Hazai Melech Shemo Nikra, V'yacharei Kiklot, Kiklot, Kiklot Akol Levado, Yimloch Nodra, V'hu Aya, V'hu Yeh B'tifara, V'hu Echad, V'yein Sheni, Lehamshila Leachbira, V'li Reshit, V'li Tachlit, V'lo Ha'oz V'ha'misra, V'hu Eli, V'chai Goli, V'tzuchev li B'yetzara, V'hu Nisi, Humanos li Menat Kosi, B'yom Ekra, Miyado, Avkiruki, V'yenishan V'yaira, V'yimruki, Yeviati, Adonai li v'lo yira. Yeah.
Yeah, very sweet. My name is Dushane. Shine, you beautiful people, you know the drill. You've got 20 seconds to get your kiddush ready and in order. Let me see what you're drinking. Okay. Pearl, what are you drinking? Ah, looks good. Looks good. Rafi, what's yours? Mary, I see your beautiful Cairn glass, but I have no idea what's inside. Looks like a bit of a cherry bomb, though. Shine. Cantor, you're on.
V'shamru b'nei Yisrael Shabbat, לעשות את השבת לדור תמריד עולם, בני ובין בני ישראל עוד היא לעולם, כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, וביום השביעי שבה ונפש, על כן ברך אדוני, את יום השבת ויקדשהו סברי.
חיים.
ברך את אדוני אלינו מכל אמברי פרי הגפן.
Amen. Everybody is invited to unmute themselves. Sing Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat
Shalom. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shabbat Shabbat
Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shabbat
Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shabbat.
Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat 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 Shabbat.
Shabbat.
And the video recording goes off in 3, 2, 1. Oh,
Bye.
no more on